Hello everyone and welcome to Flowing with Angels. Thank you so much for joining me for this third and for now final relationship reading. Let's see what angelic guidance will come through for us today. This relationship reading is guided and inspired by the angel of faith. This magnificent angel announces the deepening of faith and the grounding of the energies of love, joy, and togetherness, where the archetypes of the sensualist and the alchemist will witness accelerated movement forward while enjoying the sweetness of life and their love. For this reading, the angel of faith helped me to intuitively pick out two wooden figurines in a yellow color. The one on the left represents a female energy with the archetype of the sensualist, and the one on the right represents a male energy with the archetype of the alchemist. On a soul level, there are no genders like there are on the physical plane, so the mentioned male and female energy can apply to a man and a woman, but this does not necessarily have to be the case. And these archetypes can also apply to our inner divine masculine and feminine energies, if we choose to interpret this reading as an inner balance reading. The appearance of the sensualist is complemented by a blue aqua aura crystal, and the appearance of the alchemist is complemented with a black hematite crystal. Both are still surrounded by fresh green plant leaves, like they were in the previous two readings. The symbolism of honey depicts the energical lessons but also the desires and needs of the sensualist in this relationship, and the symbolism of the wheel depicts those of the alchemist. The symbolism of the tall, mature tree and the beautiful red rose represent their common goal, the reason for their meeting and connection, and the cause for their newly found faith in the power and realness of their love for one another. The angel of faith inspired me to disclose the following guidance on behalf of this relationship between the sensualist and the alchemist. Both the sensualist and the alchemist are now represented by a bright yellow color, which shows that they are once again resonating as strong soulmates. For the sensualist, the yellow color reflects an energy of pure joy and delight. She has found the metaphorical well of love and light that fills her cup, allowing her to see beauty in all things and to feel safe to enjoy herself in the activities of life. She knows that immersing herself in these energies will easily attract love and affection from other people, and the alchemist in particular. The shadow aspects of neediness, manipulation, and not feeling good enough are no longer in play and will make way for a new vision of true love, one that is based on truth and realness instead of unfruitful fantasy projections, one that adds to the fullness that she has already created for herself instead of an inner emptiness. For the alchemist, the yellow color has a different meaning because it points to his personal strength to persevere in the face of adversity and challenges. In his previous role as the gardener, he has learned to sow the seeds of his dreams and manifestations and protect them against undermining influences. During this process, he also had to face his own inner demons of old pain and heartache, choosing light over darkness and slowly restoring his self-worth. The alchemist has now learned to flow with the seasons instead of needing to control the situation and the people involved. As his fears subsided, his dedication as the gardener has grown into a willingness to fully commit himself to his cause as well as to the sensualist, without nagging doubts and old baggage undermining his intentions. He has polished his skills to choose the right seeds and work the land, and is now able to see the strong manifestations of his efforts and dedication, which lifts him up to the energetic realm of joy and satisfaction. The sensualist's aqua aura crystal is known as a high vibrational stone of spiritual growth and connection. It promotes pure soul energy and urges the sensualist to leave behind limitations and allow in fresh new experiences. This beautiful crystal helps the sensualist to emanate a sweet and loving energy of peace and serenity, enabling her to heal and soothe with enchanting words inspired by the angelic realms. The key words for the sensualist are self-acceptance and self-appreciation for the beautiful soul that she is in the wholeness of her being and with all of her so-called human imperfections. The alchemist's black hematite crystal is known as the stone of the mind, enhancing mental fortitude and focus, as well as emotional clarity. It brings protection and grounding qualities to the alchemist as he sifts and sorts through the obstacles and distractions on his path, allowing self-confidence, courage, optimism and creativity to arise from within himself. Just like the aqua aura, the hematite crystal promotes a higher level of communication skills, allowing the alchemist to voice his true feelings from a place of authenticity and empowerment, instead of from a place of defensiveness and aggression. It also helps him to set clear boundaries and to maintain his integrity. The archetype of the sensualist knows how to enjoy herself, indulging in pleasure, spontaneity, and affection. In her previous role as the archetype of the lover, she learned how to open herself up and live more from the heart. But now, as the archetype of the sensualist, she takes it a step further and immerses herself fully in the energies of delight, laughter, and joy. She loves to spend time with others and uplift them with her radiance, but she is also quite satisfied and at ease in her own company. The sensualist is the archetype that represents the ultimate heart healing, where defensiveness and limiting beliefs are replaced by a graceful openness and trust in her deservingness of love and all the good things that life and relationships have to offer. She no longer expects others to bring her what she needs, but instead she takes active ownership and leadership of her life. Feelings of guilt about her shortcomings and stories about her mistakes are being washed away, and she is fully restored in a state of divine innocence and worthiness. She loves others, and in particular the alchemist, from a place of self-love. The archetype of the alchemist is in touch with his own inner magic and natural abilities, transforming what is already here into higher outcomes and manifestations. He combines the nudges of his intuition with groundedness and practicality when it comes to choosing his path forward. The alchemist is not afraid to leave behind situations and people that no longer serve his highest good, and to stand alone for a while. The alchemist gets things done from a deep place of understanding of the natural laws and with aligned, inspired action steps. Just like the sensualist, the alchemist is a heart healer, because his gifts and actions towards the sensualist originate from a healing space of truth, authenticity, and a strong connection to his true self. There are no false pretenses and deception at play, just a flow of positive energies and intentions that light up his own life and his relationships. As soon as the sensualist picks up on this high vibrational energy that is coming her way, she will feel lucky, safe and blessed in this relationship, and the walls of doubt and defensiveness will melt away. The energy goal of the sensualist is represented by honey. Honey symbolizes delight, sweetness, and abundance, and this rich symbol indicates that the sensualist is connected to the essence and beauty of her soul, as well as to the enlightened spiritual wisdom of the divine. With the positive personal qualities that she has developed over time, she is now able to easily attract love, happiness, and fulfillment into her experience, without having to chase after it. Honey soothes and heals, allowing the sensualist to let go of old pain and to bring harmony, unity, and care to both her own life and that of the alchemist. The honey symbolism shows that the sensualist has found an abundant treasure of pleasure. The energy goal of the alchemist is represented by a wheel. The wheel symbolizes the power of understanding and spiritual awakening, which allows the alchemist to move forward, because he has learned the lessons of previous experiences in his life. Just like the sensualist is now deeply connected to her own soul, so is the alchemist fully centered and grounded in his true self. From a state of wholeness and of a deep harmony between all the aspects of the alchemist's being on a physical, mental, and spiritual level, an openness and sense of worthiness arise that restore his relationship to life, light, and love, thus making him fully available to thrive in an intimate connection with the sensualist. The wheel signifies a time of fast momentum, change, expansion, and a new journey for the alchemist. The tree represents a strongly rooted, mature, and prosperous connection and intimacy between the sensualist and the alchemist. They both possess the strength, wisdom, and stability to weather the storms of life, with grace and a deep faith. The tree is also a symbol of unification and spiritual growth, creating peace and love among these two archetypes. The aliveness, freshness, and fertility of the tree refer to the perpetual love between the sensualist and the alchemist. The red rose is the ultimate symbol of deep love, passion, commitment, and union of the divine masculine and feminine energies. This resilient and hearty flower teaches both the sensualist and the alchemist to keep believing in and working on their love for each other, with faith and devotion, no matter what obstacles or challenges they might encounter along the way. The red rose validates the spiritual significance of this soulmate relationship and encourages the sensualist and the alchemist to embrace their inner beauty and passion, and from this place of fullness bestow their overflowing hearts into one another's hands. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you with me for another reading. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Until next time, namaste.